Stay here long to get rid of these
We've done all we could here.
No better place to make a profit than surrender. We need to stay here long to get rid of these ghouls.
I'm glad to see you at a place like this, but I also seem to have been caught off guard. Well, I can certainly understand why you didn't take your step. However, how can you not know the history behind the furnaces symbolic of...
Huh? What are you... Curses. What a fine waste of time this has been. It is my nature to prepare for every eventuality.
Huh?
Do you have anything else to say?
People are starting to get suspicious. They have begun. Lady Durock can't even pen a letter without scrutiny.
Okay.
This...
Red? Oh, that letter we saw in the hut!
Oh. How dare you, you lowly fox! If you speak such slander of our princess again, my blade will split your...
No, the moon has fallen. We need to find that dread if we don't... No, Pateau, stay there. Lando will be the one. This will serve as a very...
Seems like everyone is super mad right now. You're gonna help me, though.
Where did I put that 275?
I hope you learned your lesson this time. Ale, the first Dira bets to leave the... He went near as he approached. He saw there's mysterious powers within those stones. These, they're just in that case. No, replied. He gave these to the old man the next day. Ale could then was able to grade that. You likely just fell asleep during your lesson.
The sleep-talking seed can only... We should...
That... But then I...
Charcoal work, thank you.
I'll take the...
I am...
Oh, sorry. We've yet to be properly introduced. I'm Tabadai. Over here is Puto. Ailton. It isn't a tree that would you please come visit us in Ailton sometime.
There's no
I think we've done all we could.
Main game gabut banget.
Well, you're surprisingly early. Why is everything taking so... The owner seems to have indeed left for the city, who happens to be from Surendia. I will leave this to you, then.
Okay.
Bloody goblins! You got any idea how bad? If you really want to be the first in line to use the furnace, look here. I have Charbonneau's company's coupon was given. Bloody goblins! They start slacking. You bloody goblins! We've got some really dense. What?
So, as I said, I'm. Kind of.
Did they learn this from the back alleys of Calfield? I was wondering where I'd seen your... Selling your own family to be a Calfionian lapdog. To go so far as to change your identity. Why are you standing around? Get...
Okay. Now, let's get first. We need chopped wood. Aha! And we need the clay that was delivered from the arrest.
Why are you standing around?
Ini bawa kemana sih?
Okay. Well, what? Okay. Now, what? Okay. Time. Now then, just gotta let it percolate. Oh, that's not...
You idiot, what did you do?
Nothing. This should be right. Maybe a smidge too much magic powder.
You fool of an Abet! What did you put in there?
Oh, this looks bad. Oh, real bad. It's like the research lab fire all over again. I'll take care of the furnace. You're on firefighting duty.
Out of my way! If I leave this to you, the whole place will burn down. I call forth the power of Belmorn, not to clear the disaster wrought by our ill-fortuned fox. It's the sleep.
You! Lend us your aid!
Lando,
Wow! Oh, this...
you were entrusted with a quest.
Yeah? You don't mind going...
Go ahead and take the jet.
yours!
Bash! Feel the might of my Are you rich even if- I'm sorry, Pa! We were supposed to get a new worker here today. If that's the case, let me give you a bit of background on our work. The seeds used here came from across the sea, Pa! Thanks to our loving I forgot the rest! And over there is rumored to be a scary place. We also... What do you... I brought a lot of vegetables, Pa. Wait to eat strawberries.
Aren't our little... Was it the aromatic... This farm produces a whole... This seed has come from Papua...
Oh, it's the first time I've ever seen a fox like you, Pop.
You look pretty.
Come, we've been waiting for you.
Where did you get your outfit?
This den of incessant...
Oh, I didn't know we had guests. And Lando.
Old man Charbonneau asked me to deliver this to you.
Well then, I'll prepare us some tea and...
I'll save my...
Oh, it's the first...
It may seem like just a simple citron orchard now, but this was the birthplace. I was Maromin's, my closest friend, Baram. However, Shen.
Huh? But doesn't being heir to the shaman also make marriage a big no-no? Are you saying she broke the law?
She said it was an agreement between nations, but she said King Torn, though she...
Look, I don't know too much about the big L yet, but why?
Who knows? And before a single child, if Barhan ever comes look...
Is this the memento?
Yes, it is.
Look at these weird symbols.
Prince Barhan will understand. This is a huge weight off my chest.
I'll definitely... Just figured you'd want it.
Moslin asked us if we would like to go see a place...
Hey, you papu chatterboxes!
What a party! It's filled with the vitality of the Mountain of Eternal Winter, so it's sure to grow well anywhere.
Barhan, stop digging any further. Baram had no choice. Please, understand.
So guys, how about we mosey on over to Ailton?
No. We need to go complete the third trial.
Lord Jordine.
Hmm?
Thank you for helping me. Thank you so very much again.
Long ago, You were dragged off to Calpheon and made to be a fool. Think of this as recompense for not being able to protect you back then. But from this day forward, speak not my name, or the events of today will continue to haunt you. Banish all thoughts of me. It's plenty enough if only I remember.
I need to go somewhere. Gua mau makan dulu, wes. Makan guys ya. Makan.
To try and deny this space. There is nobody within it for a very good reason. You can also see that they have got a gravity well to delay as well. That's the whole plan from Liquid, but they've already got it to half. Delaying might not even work from this point onwards.
Yeah, Navi are on it. I mean, look, still some utility coming through, and that's even taken down some Team Liquid players. They're finally able to get back on it halfway through. The spray needs to be quick, clean, and it's just not in time.
Bodoh.
Just stick it down and take the victory despite no players surviving. Navi walk out with a third.
But that's the thing. Navi very quickly realized what was going on. The second that Nightfall hits the site and there's nobody there, you instantly realize, okay, they are playing for their afterplant utility. So you can see the way they almost wait for the aftershock and then straight away things just goes, okay, well it's half.
Util after plan-nya kok jelek banget anjir. Dibarengin gitu.
Well played from Na'Vi reading the situation, and I think the idea from Liquid was there. The timing just wasn't good enough.
Hey, listen, Zeddy's hit saved the day. The fact that it happened to be covering the plant.
Now look
Otherwise
at
they would have denied it. Yeah. Huge buy. I didn't even notice that we've got a very weak weapon coming, but some strong ones backing it up. Nade through is good. It'll do damage, but not nearly enough to make up for what they've lost. And the res just equalizes it. Yuppie on top of them. They cannot get any room to breathe.
SSK still having that tour de force. Rifle retrieve for Zeddy.
Again,
it's just patient from Liquid. Even going to give the plant over just so they can start farming up that res once again. Just making sure. And that's the thing. There's been so many times I feel like we've seen Soulcats use that Cosmic Divide to great effect just to make sure rounds don't get out of control, especially versus these ecos. And he's also just fragging so hard that they have it quite often. Zeddy, he's taking some space, but they need a huge mistake here. And, oh, maybe Scream's just giving it to them.
Demon 6 going to want to swing. Right into the off, but he's won it! Oh, come on, man! They held the angle perfectly. They were waiting for that swing, and he is quicker to the trigger than the operator holding him in that corner. Phenomenal. Team Liquid up to 6. They had some troubles to worry about there, but lights out from Solkas. Those first two fights are incredible.
But that's the thing as well. A lot of the time I sort of favored his luck playing. There definitely have been some, but a lot of the time he's just been involved in the fight
Oke, jadi di zaman serba digital seperti ini, banyak orang yang butuh device ringan untuk dibawa kemana-mana, performanya juga harus dewa, biar serba bisa. Nah, di video kali ini kita akan membahas device yang ringan yang bisa menjadi pengganti laptop, tapi performanya masih top. Dan perkenalkan, ini adalah Huawei MatePad Pro 2022. Di Huawei kalau ada kata Pro-nya berarti dia adalah line up tertingginya Huawei. Contohnya ada Huawei P50 Pro, MateBook X Pro, dan MatePad Pro ini yang diklaim dia bisa menjadi pengganti PC atau laptop. Saya lihat sih udah banyak ya yang pakai tablet untuk mobile sebagai pengganti laptop. Karena setipis dan seringan-ringannya laptop gak akan bisa seringan tablet. Laptop yang paling ringan yang pernah saya coba itu...
Gila, gue di follow loh. Halo. Welcome to stream. Gue lagi makan, jadi go with me. Nah. Cuman apa ya? Main dress. Udah drop belum ya? Jam lagi. Oke.
Dylan. Dylan.
Este tío es el juego súper silenciado.
Gak ngerti bahasanya, guys.
Nah, si Huawei MatePad Pro ini masih 2 kali lipat lebih ringan dengan bobot sekitar 445 gram. Ketebalannya dari 5,9 mm untuk sebuah tablet berdimensi 11 inch, dia lumayan tipis dan lumayan ringan. Tapi, walaupun tipis, dia sangat serba bisa. Gimana enggak, layarnya aja udah pakai OLED dengan resolusi yang gede 2560x1600, dan yang saya suka screen to body rasionya. Ini
Google ya.
Screen to body rasionya itu 92%. Jadi walaupun 11 inch tapi kerasa lega banget gitu karena framenya udah super tipis. Kalau kita ngomongin kualitas gambar, delta E-nya itu udah kurang dari 1, kontras rasionya 1 juta banding 1, plus panel OLED-nya tadi gambarnya tuh jadi lebih nendang gitu warnanya. Apalagi kalau kita pakai di kondisi low light, gambarnya itu jadi lebih tajam dan lebih realistis. Refresh rate-nya juga kenceng dengan 120 Hz yang bisa kita switch antara standar untuk tetap di 60 Hz, high untuk 120 Hz, dan dynamic untuk auto switching. Sayangnya dia belum pakai panel OLED yang LTPO yang bisa switching sampai 10 Hz, jadi baterainya itu bisa lebih awet, dia hanya bisa 60 dan 120 Hz. Tapi walaupun seperti itu, baterainya ternyata masih tetap awet. Karena kapasitas baterainya ini udah lumayan gede. Dia punya 8.300 mAh yang ketika kita coba untuk video playback dengan brightness 50%, dia bisa tahan sekitar 11 jam. Awet banget, udah mirip-mirip laptop high-end untuk daya tahan baterainya. Dan bukan tanpa alasan sebenarnya kenapa Huawei mengemut yang secara tidak dimiliki di brand lainnya, dan di generasi terbarunya ini dia juga punya. Contohnya Huawei Notes dengan pensilnya ini. Buat yang suka taking notes ketika rapat atau presentasi, Huawei Notes dengan pensilnya ini bakal membantu banget. Jadi di aplikasi Notes-nya kita bisa rekam suara sambil kita membuat catatan. Suara presentasi tadi akan tetap kerekam buat kita putar ulang, dan notes pensil kita tadi bisa kita convert juga ke teks. Selain mudah untuk taking notes, buat yang suka ngegambar, Huawei juga punya fitur eyedropper gitu kayak di Photoshop. Gak usah lagi kita search di Google kode warnanya apa, tinggal kita eyedrop aja. Caranya kita tinggal buka aplikasi Mojing Pen dan buka gambar di mode multi window. Pilih eyedropper di Mojing Pen dan drop ke warna yang pengen kalian pilih, dan voila, warna yang di eyedrop akan langsung bisa kita pakai saat itu juga. Point O ditap aja gambarnya. Dari tadi kan kita bilang kalau MatePad Pro ini mirip banget dengan laptop, tapi ada satu fitur yang bahkan tidak dimiliki sama laptop yang mahal, yaitu kamera. Kualitas kameranya nggak mungkin dijadikan fotografi, paling cuma buat foto-foto objek untuk keperluan kerja, keperluan rapat, keperluan produktif, digunakan untuk jadinya posisi kita itu nggak di center, nggak pas. Dan noise cancellingnya di atas itu ada suara outdoornya AC, yang suaranya lumayan kenceng, sepoi-sepoi ini kenceng. Huawei klaim kalau dia pakai VC Liquid Cooling Graphene Heat, cuman nama yang ribet ini ternyata ngaruh ke sistem coolingnya. Ketika kita coba main Genshin Impact selama hampir sejam, sama sekali nggak ada drop FPS dan dia stabil di kisaran 60 FPS. Di 3D Mark kita loop sebanyak 20 kali pun dia dapat stability score yang hampir sempurna, 99,9%. Untuk sepemulaannya ketika kita main game Genshin Impact, kita stress test, suhunya juga lumayan dingin, kalian bisa lihat langsung di sini. Suhu yang nggak super dingin tapi nggak panas juga. Ya masuknya cup video D16 bisa tonton review mirip dengan Huawei P50 Pro dengan
Who would pack sensitive computer hardware like this? Who would charge $57 for a 10-year-old CPU? And who, I implore you, would take nearly 15 weeks to deliver all my gear?
Actually, Linus, it was 15 days.
Days? Wow. Well, Wish has improved at least one thing about their processes since the last time we checked them out. But if the rest of this is anything to go by, what is DRAM? Does this remove the RAM from my computer? Then I suspect this is going to be just as awful as last time. Like this awful segue to our sponsor, Ruggable. Rugs are a hassle to clean, but Ruggable is here to change that with their spill and stain-resistant machine-washable rugs that feature a non-slip mat. Use offer code LinusTechTips10 to get 10% off your next order. The rules for the Wish PC are simple. Number 1, every component must come from Wish.com. Number 2, no matter how high the price, no matter how low the spec, no matter how obvious the scam, every part must come from Wish.com. And we are off to a flying start here, ladies and gentlemen, because this CPU, a middle-of-the-road Core i5 4th gen, a 4670K, cost me $57, came with thermal compound goop all over it, and this is the best part, actually appears to come in a counterfeit clamshell. Look at this, it has the same markings as a genuine Intel one, but the embossing isn't nearly as deep. It's like they took an Intel CPU holder and then made a reverse, like a negative of it, and then made their own mold out of that. Hilarious. And it like barely clips together. This is so wild. Let's move on to our motherboard, which I'm going to assume is inside this nondescript white box. Actually looks totally fine. Other than that, there's no packing material in here whatsoever, and it was just banging around in this box. Got our ESD bag, keeping things safe-ish. And this is just your standard-ass Gigabyte B85M DS3H. There are a couple of oddities about this one. Number 1 is it was advertised as brand new, and I don't see a Gigabyte retail box anywhere. And number 2 is that it wasn't actually advertised as being from Gigabyte. This was just a listing for a generic B85 motherboard, which, in fairness, I guess I got. I'm not gonna complain about getting a brand name one, unless the price sucks. Oh, that's actually not bad. 55 bucks? That's like what a board costs. Stickers are a little yellowed from age. Otherwise, all right. I think it's legitimately new, just old. The IOs, oh wow, that DVI port's on kind of crooked. That could just be a little QC issue though. I don't think that's anything to do with Wish. Let's get the CPU installed. I just want to know what one of these goes for on eBay. I'm just curious. Oh, really? I paid $10 more to get this on Wish than if I'd just gone to eBay? Well, at least it's brand new. Oh my God, this is my cooler? What is the rationale for this?
Fits in the case.
It fits in the case? Oh my God, in the buffoon? Did you notice this, David? My case is called the buffoon. I know that like Chinese to English dictionaries are really, really hard to come by, but you should invest in one. Buffoon, not a great brand. Wait, it seems they even understood it. They have a clown mask here. Let's focus on our UFO X CPU cooler though. Cool life, meet the future, cool moon. You know how I know that this design is extremely old? It comes with native clips for AMD's socket 939. This design is at least 15 years old. And the way that they achieve compatibility, like they did back then when AMD was the top dog, so your cooler came with AMD clips by default, is with a plastic mounting ring and, oh good lord, some it's the ones behind lots of thermal compound soft pack. Cheap. and a little tiny screw, or certainly seen so far, would indicate that this will actually board to the side panel. Wow, this is really didn't to find some quality.
Buffoon.
That's in US dollars? I can get a Corsair like 4,000 whatever airflow for that. Does this thing have an optical bay? Oh my god. I had to remove the 5 1/4 inch bay cover. Oh my god, it has an optical drive bay. I would like an optical drive. It's got a filtered intake. At least my motherboard came with an IO shield that almost definitely actually fits on it. Nice. And credit where it's due, unlike the cooler, all the sharp edges of this case appear to be folded over, so I shouldn't slice myself open on it. 5 stars. It didn't cut me. Honestly, manufacturing tolerances look pretty darn good on this thing. Every single standoff lines up perfectly. Before we screw this in though, you can see there's a power lead for our power supply because it's going to be mounted internally over on the front of the case over here, which is affects power. I have no idea something here. Oh no, they didn't just repurpose a scythe box, did they? What's in here? These are not especially confidence-inspiring cables. Is this how grounding is supposed to work?
What?
Where in the world is that the standard? Hey, Andy! I would like to know if this is a thing that you're familiar with.
No, not that I can tell.
What is this? This is the ground pin. What? Our mainland China consultant says, what? If you haven't won an award in that long, I'd probably stop talking about them. Is this a current product on Site's website? I must know.
No, released in 2014.
Look at this. Of the 300 watt total capacity, only 192 watts are on the 12 volt rail. This thing is freaking designed for like Pentium 4 era systems. Wait, but it was made in 2022. God, it doesn't even have active PFC. Oh God, how much did I pay for it? I keep forgetting. $28. Okay, all right. And the best we were able to do for, oh my God, I still overpaid. Crap. Clear on this installs, I guess. Whoa! Hey, thanks, David. Good catch. Yep. You can slip your power supply in here, which takes up. Wait, are these also hard drive bays? Oh, wait, no. Oh, order of operations, ladies and gentlemen. Optical drive first, which needs to be. Look at this, it's free spinning it. Capacity of 240 gigs. Fans with some really quality things. To install these though, I want to take a look at my GPU because depending on the kind of cooler that's on it, it could affect things. Who the hell is Kuro Toshiku graphics card? All I know now is that if I game, I need it. Oh. Okay, auto run driver, very nice. Comes with both a half height and full height bracket. Ooh, stylish white PCB. I mean, it's a 1030, so it's not gonna have a particularly beefy cooler or anything like that, but okay, no display port either. That's a bit of a drag. With my GPU probably needing all the help that it can get, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put an intake fan right here. Neither my fans nor my case came with screws, so I had to cheat. I shouldn't cheat, should I? I should only be allowed to use whatever we got from wish.com. I've got some ideas here. There were some twist ties on my power supply cables. We're gonna run this through here. Yeah! Look at that. Anti-vibration suspended mount. Nice! I've got another twist tie. All right, I'm doing it again. And this will be an exhaust. The motherboard install went well, but trying to hook it up, things are getting a little bit interesting. Because our power supply is so old and is designed for motherboards with 4-pin CPU power connectors, we're a few pins short of a load here. We're just gonna have 4 of them not populated. Should be fine, right? Fine, everyone?
Yeah, great.
Fine, good. And our 24 pin goes here. And my goodness, we are just about ready to fire this thing up, aren't we?
It's a little bit of wishful thinking, I think.
While our mod set me back. RGB, you can't control it but they've actually got like 4 different LED colors in there, which is kind of cool. Oh wow, the fans. The fans have red, green, and blue, and also orange. As oh, it's the optical drive. Okay, yeah, you are not supposed to do that. Just like move an optical drive while it's spinning. Somehow this disk survived and can confirm. This is the driver disk from the last Wish PC. That's fantastic. We're gonna need a new one now though. And it goes. Let's see if these headphones work. Boy, are they ever uncomfortable. The answer is no, but could be the wrong way around. Oh, I heard some static there. Oh, it doesn't work. It's an actual oh, no, it's definitely skipping. I can't tell if it's the engine or if it's the mouse, but it's bad. Oh, wow. See, I wanted to turn and it just didn't. When I die, inevitably, when I die, I am 100% blaming this on my computer. How much did I pay for this? 530 Canadian dollars? That's like 400 US dollars. 420 US dollars. All right, that's pretty nice. Just throw things. It should be fine. Should be fine. Whoa, whoa, oh, see, I'm trying to turn. You see that?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I think it's just when I try to go too fast. I'm getting the win. I'm getting the win.
Uh-oh.
Whoa, what was that? Not getting the win. No kills, no win, and it's a bad computer. But hey, at least it was a fun video.
MSI! MSI's back to school sale is on now. So if you're looking for...
Dah. Waktunya kembali.
Wow. I need...
Over there! Trust me!
That's...
Yes!
I have no interest in sightseeing. Now that
Only
the path that... No.
Yeah.
Read the clue about the third trial.
The third witch is Bronte.
The Witch of Thunder. Okay.
Hey, remember she holds a seat on...
Snowstorm Guard Post it is.
Mercenaries from your lot. Oh,
there were no mercenaries, keep us. I are no man. But if
this here's the... I'm only ill.
Is if you heard...
You scoundrel. If I wasn't...
Are you good?
Who do you...
What?
But
you
Come on.
Scoundrel. If I...
Lando, still a young and especially if you intend to bring along
As someone that bore the fangs of the lion, and you recruit far too many mercenaries. Causing them to bicker among them. You say they... You're so... How do you... Hiring all... If you've not...
You are 100%... Yes, I needn't worry about leaving You look fairly young.
Seen war. I'm...
Oh, spoken like a commander.
I apologize if I am
World,
we will be heading...
Looking for the Unix, I see.
And your
Right now, I shall...
We
Talk with...
It's a big mistake from Commander Gunbow, the soldier in charge of Rat.
You can do the cooking.
Everyone is starving. Empty. Everyone is starving. Empty. Everyone is starving. Hello?
Even while fighting against... My name... What's with that?
You can do the cooking. I will ration it.
Everyone is starving.
Oh. Very sour citron tea.
You can do the cooking. I will
Now I feel like I can survive.
Ganbo, however,
It's better if you. Why this we were now? And there's no but is tears after the wit.
then
It is, but for it.
Everyone, get up and head to cover. It's Professor Tabut.
Professor, take this oak pill of flames. It will slow the spread of the poison.
Poison? The Okjinshini are using poison.
Gone bold. No. It's not the Okjinshini. It's you. From Awena's tale. Is Lando here as well? Bring him here. I have something urgent.
I heard it. Look at this. It's a winter spirit. What did you say? Professor... Professor Tabudai! Huh? What is that?
It's poison. Don't inhale too much of it. I don't tell your quick-footed friends in your fleeing fox squad, was it? Do you remember your lessons on the ecology of winter trees? It's of little matter now. There are two ways the winter trees survive. First, by getting carried off on the winds of Everfrost. Much like dandelion seeds, the farther the seeds travel, the stronger the mountain becomes. Second is by the oak gentiany planting them. Return, return, they sing. Planting them because they have a superstitious belief that Libresca will return when she sees the jade light of the winter tree. That's why I believed.
Professor!
A monster that I've never seen. As soon as the seed was planted, they are. So we need to tell everyone. Also.
What about the monster?
Probably.
A new enemy. A new threat. Commander Gunbolt, I have a proposition. First, I need you to evacuate everyone at the refugee camp to Ailton. Send your fastest men to the southern and eastern watchtowers. As for the rest of your soldiers, have them assist the villager evacuation. Then, have them all gather here and stand in formation. Unfortunately, we have zero knowledge about this new threat. But, if you focus on mustering the best defense you can here, that will allow us to go out in search of the monster. However, if we are successful in vanquishing it, then you must help us make a lightning bolt strike the Bronte's boat tree. This blood likely came from the Professor. We'll follow the trail to the monster. So this is Bronte's boat tree. Huh. The monster is definitely still close by.
Buset.
What are those?
Whoa. Seeing your skills up close.
I'm taking its poisonous fang. We'll show you.
Hey! What are you standing around slack-jawed for? Follow his lead! You intend to
Gotta wear Jordan so yan, so why human should never know. Okay.
I've never once seen this monster on the path.
Commander Gunbold made us a promise that he would aid us in making lightning strike the Bronte's boat tree. Is it you? The one...
That's correct. Pardon me for...
They've all been planted. Oh, great shot.
I think I would use the last gift.
Bercahaya,
I have no
bercahaya,
idea what
guys.
that is, but if I were a betting man, and I am, I'd say it's something amazing.
Though we dared to forget the wisdom of lightning. Please, just this once, forgive us of this sin, and bestow, once more, the wisdom that tore the wings of dragons.
It's like a miracle.
Someday, far in the future, I'm sure it will be told as a tale of mere fiction. On the path that this after from the if it is a life, please take on this
The fourth witch is the star of the for the first time.
where life and death cycles in the heavens.
No,
As if that's event.
Please,
When did the
after he
then?
no.
If you, I'll ask.
then allow me to. There are those that have observed the.
Let's move quickly.
Okay, sure.
If you play.
However, they call the
There's a price I paid. I reacted to emotion.
You were sent by the There is no I completely understand where shaman until the were extreme. Both are of the mountain of it. Both are of the mountain of it, but events when it ultimate, however.
Was the Khan talk?
No,
So,
when there
would
as
Helps of the
but
We're like.
oh yes, I was with the
It's time. I need to rest and.
Tsukage.
late.
Huh? You know each other?
Do we strike you?
Huh. What is
The star of... I've come. If they, then us...
Then Elichi. What? This mysterious... I can't...
There is logic behind
Now, why don't we get... What's that pattern on your those clothes?
That stuff.
It belonged to Bahit. It was the...
It is shining.
None of us have actually seen the fire for ourselves.
My good...
As brilliant. Elite Belm.
The very... I want...
If you want to know...
Excerpt from Oh Great His Spot. Excerpt
But or from that...
What I must need to but I and find that the stuff.
Super fascinating stuff. We can all... Oh my! This was a gift from Chief Hoonvish to Chief Floki. My hunch was wrong.
The path, and we will...
No.
Does your... If this is...
Only one way to know for certain.
Listen, Beyond. Our sincere duty is to...
Surround you, the swine.
Who are you?
After escaping from that woman's clutches, we had...
Aha!
Chief, we sent them the request for aid. Through Pit, remember?
And yet, what is this sound?
As you can see, it could not have been an evil.
What turned you so long?
This is
America style.
Let's get right to the point. First, to solve the fourth trial of the witches.
What about us?
Your kind never dies, or so I hear. You only need to be reborn.
No, you're wrong.
Chief, stop screaming, you must.
Ooh, Ivar!
Chief.
But you wouldn't happen to have brought any libations with you. These things. But you wouldn't happen to have brought it. But you wouldn't have. This is the cave gifted unto us by the humans who born from the dragons. And so I asked.
I thought he was going to...
Not once died, our chief has. not the flame of origin. And yet, Chief,
I'm listening.
Anywho, they spoke these words. The witcher that...
And the witch's trial?
Chief, germane to the topic, noted her own beyond once luscious. I shall now open the heavens where life. I shall now open the heaven. I shall now open the heavens where life and death ebb and flow.
Okay.
The star of the Winterland seeks the face that it lost. Where life and death cycles in the head, the star of the Winterland seeks. Without that bumbling. No need for depth of story here.
The reason we barricaded ourselves here...
You do know what the Zavir Highlands mean to us, yes?
What?
Then who are those, Oak-Jinch? Right. Today was the day the seal of the stone tablet. However, we must first settle this matter before we can bind the tablets. So I've come in their place.
Are you...
These aren't the
members of my tribe who ate these passed away.
I can't believe my ears. Poison! We've...
It appears that the fox rule wanes, and the deer rule is nigh. Maybe...
No. That cannot. Whoever inherits the seat of the Khan would never commit such an
But you do know that if any of us loses our life, our souls ride the origin flame as our flesh is born anew. And yet those of us who ate this very oak pill and were rekindled came back changed, attacking fellow members of our tribe. No longer would they sing with us. Oh, Labreska, return, return. That was where I tasted true despair. One became 10, which quickly became 100. They are the ones who toppled your totems in the Highlands.
No, that cannot be. Not us abets.
What are you doing?
I shall prove it to you myself. For the sake of all of the abets who have been framed, we do not betray our friends. That is the way of the Highlands. Look, of one thing I'm certain. This oak pill is not poisoned.
Huh?
No.
Si anjing mati, goblok.
The Khan was returned to the hut while our friend chose to cut his way out.
The village ruins.
Do the abets believe we...
They believe that...
Chief, any rule of...
In the end, it's still the mountain of eternal...
Enveloped in the chill of the eternal winter, this cold heart tearing apart the souls of our tossed.
I do...
Do the sickle if it pains me to suspect a friend. Now, to the path to proving that the abets and Oak-Jinch...
Oke, tabletnya jadi satu.
Hey there. Yoo-hoo! Oh, you're awake, warrior of winter in training. You were snoring. Sleeping like a baby. Oh, I'm so jealous. Bet you can fall asleep anywhere, can't you?
This stone. What is it?
This is what we Abets in the Ojinshini have long sought to fulfill, a long-cherished wish of our peoples.
Anjing. Teleport bangsat.
What kind of
You could say it's the These words were engraved upon those reaching gathered
the proof that I'm...
Yeah.
That was quite a mouthful you meant.
What? Anyway, does that mean
They were kind of...
we can talk more about that later in the grand conference?
Oh, I'm growing those. Do you know what the ale in...
I found the ant. My charge is to reveal all abets have a path of prophecy. Those who would tread...
Have you come?
I just...
Every weapon my father...
The tavern.
The prison... If you have a nap... Even if we... Love is like...
All abets... It's also my job... It's also my job to care for these people. They wear on... It's also my job to... They wear if we don't save the escape.
Oh, Rosalind.
But I...
Hilton is... Hey!
Welcome. Oh, you're...
If it...
If you want...
I wouldn't even... Heidi's nigh.
Would you like to nose con... Secret of my... I've worked long...
My calling...
How no...
The other...
The mountain.
I've been expecting... Welcome to...
Yes.
Are you the chief of It
can't be.
Wait, no. You treated him like a
Aren't those the oak pills we once shared with the Oak Jinshini? Please, explain to us why you have brought these before us. Wait a minute. They can't be seeking a truce. Not after all the trouble they've caused.
These oak pills have been poisoned.
Are they accusing us of poisoning them? We would never engage in such barbarism.
As it would happen, your Khan spoke much the same. And so, to prove the innocence of the Arbets, he voluntarily chose to take this oak pill himself.
What? Always so trusting, honest to a fault. Why? Why would he commit such a foolish act? It simply doesn't make sense.
The first dear Mara uttered these words. Acknowledge when you are not adept in combat, but seek out friends to fight in your stead.
Of course. That's very wise. We should hire some mercenaries to protect us. Quickly now, let's put out the word to all corners of the continent.
The snowstorm guard post was in such disarray. This explains everything.
Be quiet, all of you!
Lando.
If my father were here, you think he would just hire more mercenaries? What we need to do is get to the root of all this chaos and confusion. Only then can we restore the mountain of eternal winter. Not through mercs, with their lackluster money-grubbing ways, but with our own hands. The Fox Rule has not yet come to a close. That, my friends, is the way of the Khan whose seat still bears his warmth. That, my friends, is the way of life in the Highlands, and every single one of you needs to respect it.
Your father had no choice but to consume that oak pill. Would have laid...
Puto has taken the poisoned oak...
No. Is there a... even if...
That is a...
Then I shall head there first.
The path that I must take is...
Itu dulu guys kayaknya.